Hello and welcome to another rewards opening video courtesy of the Sorare Thursday Club. I am Ricky, also known as the Sorare Mamba on Sorare, and I'm joined as always by my glamorous co-host, the top toffee and duck lover himself, Johnny, aka DawNADO. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Time to settle in for a bumper rewards and chills session, because you know what points make?
Crap prizes.
Crap JPEG prizes. There you go. How are you this evening, sir?
I'm good. Ready to open loads of really good cards, do some crafting. I was away last week. I was in the Czech Republic. I know you've been away as well too, right? Where have you been?
Czech Republic.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorare Thursday Club holiday together as well, people.
Yeah, we did it. It was good.
No Santé this evening from me. It was quite a heavy bank holiday weekend. Celebrating the mighty Robins, led by Sorare legend Ross McCrory, marching on into the playoffs. We go again. Sheffield United next up. Potential Premier League 3 games away, and a Sorare mint. A Sorare mint. Full.
Oh my God! I didn't even think about that implication about Bristol City get promoted. That'd be insane.
Financially ruined next season when I have to buy a full collection of Bristol City cards.
I don't support Bristol City, but I do follow them. That game was intense. That final game of the season.
Yeah,
and you were there, obviously. It was intense.
It was in our own hands, and we didn't do it ourselves. We had to rely on other people. In fact, we had to rely on Sheffield United losing to Blackburn, and now we have to beat them to get to the final. But 3 games away, massive underdogs. But you never know. You never know. And like you said, we've been on holiday in Prague with our families. So unfortunately, all the Prague teams are playing away from home while we're there, weren't we? So we couldn't watch any football.
And it was the first. It was the first week of the playoffs or whatever they do over in Prague, similar to the Belgian league. So it would have been good games. But yeah, I think there's 3 or 4 Prague-based teams all away the same weekend. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, but that does mean we've missed quite a few rewards days, so we have got a bumper set of rewards to open for you. Yeah, so I think we've got 12 cards in total, ranging all the way from a lovely tier 1 down to the probably not so lovely tier 5s, hitting every stage on the way down. And as always, we guarantee at least 2 crafts on our reward shows, and just like every week, we're probably going to go well over that this week. 4, 5, who knows where it ends. Could be anywhere. We just love the content that much. And a cheeky
We're next.
Yeah, and a cheeky last ever Rivals box to open as well. As we say our final goodbye to Rivals. But there's nothing else to do apart from chuck up the prayers to Sorare Rewards Gods, as always, and hope something mildly expensive or at least usable comes out of us flipping over our JPEGs. I think my quality of card rewards is slightly higher this week. Slightly higher. So we'll leave with you and crescendo up to me for the best chance of success. Over to you. Show us some teams. Show us some cards. Hit the good stuff.
So I'm going to start with the most recent game week. Managed to hit the lesser spotted 500 points with this beautiful little team made up of a lot of really old purchases. John Lukumi is one of my first purchases ever made back in his Genk days. Manos Solomon was a little collection of 3 or 4 Shakhtar cards I bought back in the day. Doing really well with Leeds at the moment. I think he's on loan there at the moment from Spurs. They may try and purchase him now. They've got promoted. But I had a
Danilo Sican. Remember him? I had an original card. He's gone to Trabzonspor now, and he started get some good scores as well. So yeah, everyone had a little Shakhtar card back in the day.
I liked them back in the day. But yeah, Buanga doing well. Unfortunately, Cherky sort of let the team down a little bit. I mean, he's still got a green score, 60.7, but as my captain, if he just got a decisive, which has been very common for him, as you know, following Sorare a lot, he's been fine at the moment. So, yeah, could have ended up tier 2, tier 1 potentially if he got a decisive. But yeah, I'll take that. Nice hit 500. Fortunately, all-star rare prizes aren't that great at the moment, and I think I'm the last position in the tier 3 pool. So, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Christensen putting up 444 by himself. Really impressive.
Solid effort, mate. Well done.
Up the effort from him. Rasmus. But yeah, got a bit of ETH from this champ in-season team. Jose Perez and celebration card doing really well. I've noticed as well a lot of the Sorare data graphics now don't show the revealed cards for some reason. They've stopped. So I've definitely revealed all these cards. It's weird, but yeah, some good scores there. Everton Stack let me down after gassing a 2-0 lead against Ipswich as per usual. But yeah, I'm not going to show all the older teams because it's mainly tier 4s and tier 5 wins. But I did have another couple of big things happen this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to see it now. Let's have a look. But yeah, entered Arena for the first time this week. The new gameplay, and managed to finish first in Rare and Limited. I did enter 3 Limited. I think I came 4th and 5th in the other 2. But yeah, won 50 Limited and 50 Rare Essence. So very tasty to get that done. I wasn't sure what to really expect in the first week, but yeah, scores were really low. But obviously, there's no bonuses, and so yeah, it was took some adjusting to seeing my score, thinking, 300 is actually quite a good score now in this format. So yeah, that will go into the craft attack later. But yeah, let's crack on with some cards, shall we?
Yeah.
I have once again opened all my boxes over the last couple of weeks, so I have no fluffy boxes for anyone to see. But yeah, tier 3, 2 tier 4 limiteds, a tier 5, and then the most recent tier 3 rare and a tier 4 rare.
Make the screen a little bit bigger. There you go. Let's see what you've got.
This is going to freak out my computer probably. Okay, let's start with a tier 5 limited from a special comp. Don't know which special comp it was, but let's see. Defender Korea. Oh no, France. Okay. Oh, got a noble foot. He's got some good scores there, and under 23. So, I mean, I don't know him, obviously, but you're about to tell me he's worth 50p, I'm sure.
Yeah, I am. Well, 40p.
Oh, 40p. Okay, but in terms of actual tier 5 utility and having some scores, like, he seems to be okay. We'll see.
Yeah, he's a 40p card with some like 60, 70. He hasn't quite got those peaks, has he? No. Which is going to keep your value pretty low. But he starts every game. He's under 23, and he's got a 60 in the bag.
Whenever I open my first card, it just freaks out. Here we go. Right. Okay, on to the tier 4s. So we're going to go another special here. Defender. I've noticed a few people have been opening some special edition cards from Japan. Damn it. That's not one of them. But is that a rookie card, though? That is a rookie card.
Noda.
Don't know him. Doesn't look to be playing any football, but obviously Kawasaki are one of the better teams. I know they're not too great at the moment, but they did get to the ACF final, didn't they, last week? Or AFC even. Or ACL, yeah. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, they're obviously a good team to win cards from. So maybe he'll turn out to be decent.
Yeah, doesn't play football, is worth 40p. But nice little rookie card.
Solid hair. And what I was going to say was that these special edition, I've forgotten the name, the Japanese and Korean special edition cards, they have been given out as rewards, I think. So you never know. Maybe we'll get one of those later. Okay. Yeah. Right, tier 4 Challenger Limited. Oops. Defender. Racking up the defenders here. St. Truden. I've heard of him. Simon Duke. Did you play for Genk, potentially?
I don't know. This requires some intense football knowledge. Simon Jukeland.
Yeah, don't know him too well.
He measures 1.87 meters, if that helps.
Yeah, and it's his birthday in 2 weeks, so happy birthday. Doesn't look to like to score good points. No, he doesn't play. He doesn't even play for St. Truden anymore. Is that right?
No, this is his old team. I was looking back for his old team. He hasn't played. He's been on the bench for the last couple of weeks. Scores have been pretty low. Yeah. He's not the greatest.
Coming to a giveaway in the EU.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the hopefully slightly better rewards. So I'm going to go for the Tier 3 Champion Limited first.
Cool.
Hopefully has some value. Forward, I like it. France, this is Mbappe again. Nice. Gaetan Laborde, I know of him. I think he's he used to play for Lorient, didn't he? I think.
Yeah, he was semi-decent. I can't say I've kept up to date recently on. Lowest card on the market is £1.19. Value's going up a bit.
Okay.
Did have some decent scores in here. It's gone a bit off the boil lately, down in the yellows. But, he was putting up some decent greens not that long ago. He's had a fairly decent middle part of the season.
Okay.
9 goals, 26 matches played.
And he's just turned 31 last week. So once again, happy birthday. Goes on board. Hopefully now he's getting to those sort of later years. He's going to join a second division team and be the world's best second division French team.
At Rennes beforehand. This is a different Laborde we're thinking of, the one at wherever you said.
Lawrence. Yeah. Okay, I don't mind it. And I'm always looking for strikers because I'm a bit low on strikers at the moment, although I have suddenly got another 9 Dwight McNeils I can play, which is glorious.
Neil season's back, baby. I mean, that one's over £1 now. We can't complain. We're starting to get over £1 in value.
Yeah, we cannot complain. Exactly. Right, let's go for the 2 rares. Now, I can't remember what special it's in. This is the oldest prize. Probably something stupid like top tacklers or something. But yeah, tier 4, not expecting anything crazy. It might have been an Asian comp. Anyway, let's open it. Midfielder. Democratic Republic of Panama.
Panama.
Victor Griffith.
Oh, how's your Scottish knowledge? St. Johnston. Victor
I imagine
Griffith.
they're probably getting relegated. They're getting relegated?
I don't know. His lowest card on the market is £1.85 in rare. Yeah. Hasn't had an auction in a while by the looks of it.
I'm just looking up the Scottish League. Just about to see St. Johnston down in 12th, I'd imagine. They actually are 12th. So that's great. 12 out of 12. I've just won a card that's about to have no utility whatsoever. Fantastic.
Nice little downward curving price graph. Played for the Portland Timbers.
Wow. No, he played. Oh no, Portland. It must be Portland before that was maybe their second team. I don't know.
Yeah. And then he occasionally plays football, but he plays football badly. So
that's really awful.
Yep.
Anyway, okay, right, on to the tier 3. So hopefully, I'm not going to show the price pool because it's massive for All-Star. We'll obviously be lower down in the prize pool, but hopefully something good. Hoping for a Champion Europe cards. Let's have a look. It's another defender. It's Korean. Is that a rookie card as well as a special edition?
I haven't bought any of these cards, so this is new to me.
It looks very nice, doesn't it? You've got to say.
It looks very nice. Ulsan Seumyangwan, I'm going with.
Doesn't seem to play football. However, he does have an average of 58. So when he did play, he done all right. And he's under 23. And I do own an Olsen Hyundai rare defender already. So I know they're a semi-decent team.
Yeah. Auction 5 days ago for a tenner. A couple of instant buys above that. Was playing well.
Has he been sub? Maybe. Has he been sub or has he been?
He's been out of the squad, so I'm presuming
potential injury and was a starting
military service or
could be military service, yeah. Especially at that age. However, did look to be pretty decent before that. Don't mind that at all. Winning a card worth sort of £10 to £12 now is pretty good.
And it's a cool special edition. We always like special editions.
Yeah, I'll probably keep him just because it's a special edition, to be honest with you. But
there you go. It looks cool. Yeah, cool looking card.
I'm happy with that. That's decent.
Happy days.
Happy fucking days, mate. Okay. All right. Well, on to you, sir.
But we don't speak Sky. We're trying to avoid the Liverpool situation on this podcast. We're just celebrating Bristol City instead, and just trying to pretend like Liverpool haven't just won the Premier League.
They haven't, mate. We're not talking about it.
We'll just ignore it. Pretend like nothing's happened. Let's go over to me, and I can show you some of my teams, and we can open some cards, see what I've got. we have a nice tier 2 coming over here. This is from the most recent game week, where a lot of the teams over in Asia had double game weeks, didn't they? Big Lucas Fernandez, my massive accidental overpay when I moved the decimal place the wrong way. I paid 10x more than anyone's ever paid for him. Did well as the captain, triple decisive. Chazinia, go to the platform, did really well. And the rest of the boys just mopping up nicely for a tier 2 on 444. Chelsea squad bringing in another £5, turning over Liverpool. Result I think most of us were happy to see. Unfortunately, the goal they conceded. I always never know whether to play Nicholas Jackson or Neto. Whichever one I play does fuck all, and whichever one I don't play gets decisive. So we suffered that again. We have a tier 1 from last European window. The Man United boys, aided by a red card and a penalty early on, came through.
That's a very unexpected one as well. I can't imagine. Even you, as a Man United fan, must have been thinking, "I'm going to put all this stat together. Probably going to not do too well." Obviously, I massively predicted an Atletico Bilbao win. I didn't watch the game, but apparently you played really well.
3-0, Johnny called for a Bilbao win, a 3-0 Bilbao win, and obviously went tits up for them. I put Anthony in with them as well, and he came through with a goal as well. So it was a lovely evening all round in that competition. Not in the competition, Europa and Conference League, didn't they? Yeah, in different.
And that will obviously be a tier 1 from the European Champ comp as well. So should be pretty tasty card, you'd think.
485, another Bruno masterclass. Being linked to Saudi all day today, isn't he? So
is he?
That would be terrible. £4 from the Chelsea stack again. Obviously, I played Neto and he didn't get decisive. This was in a win against Everton, so I stuck it in there.
And Jackson scored in that game. So
exactly. Didn't play Jackson. Played Neto and Jackson scored against the Everton boys. And that was all she wrote there. We had a tier 3 from the under 23 boys. Pedri's carried on his phenomenal season. Omar El Hilali. It's been a really random, really good card this year. It's one of the special editions we opened as well. And a new signing for the midweek European competitions has actually come through and done a bit of a job at the weekend as well. We had a tier 3 from our contender boys, sticking that in there so we can show off the GOAT, Fukumori, a bit more. And a tier 4 from Pedri, the Bayern boys, without a goalkeeper. They got a tier 4 between them, 399 from the 4 of them. Who needs a goalie, eh? And
blame the Pope for that.
Yeah, that was Pope weekend. And Berardi didn't play as well and killed another really good team that was on for a card with all those suspended Italian games. Let's go over to the cards. Before we go, I've got one reward box with a chance of a 50 limited essence. Saw a little splash there, and I was like, "We've done it." We've got 50 on.
I thought you were getting it then.
On the video. Ooh. We haven't. It is a 5, and my last ever Rivals box.
This is a big one, isn't it? This is a big one.
It's only a premium though, so we could get 5 arena tickets.
That'd be good. And also, I ended my Rivals boxes with a card in my final box, so hopefully.
Another
Chato!
Rivals boxes were actually really good to us somehow.
Bring back Rivals, baby. I miss it.
Ever heard of Enzo Chato?
No, and he's worth the bare minimum, but he's a card.
I won't pretend that I know who he is. Looks like a 40p. Is a 40p. Doesn't play too much, but did have some all right scores early in the season. A 77. Yeah.
He's not great though. He's got some AA potential, but also about 10 of his last 20 AAs are negative. So not great. But also take winning a card in your last ever Rivals box. RIP Rivals.
RIP Rivals. One last card. We like that. We'll take it. Let's get to the actual cards. We got 6, a tier 1, a tier 2, 2 tier 3s, a tier 4, and a tier 5. Bit of everything for us. Right, let's start with a tier 5. Defender.
Uganda.
What was that flag? Uganda. Damn, I'm not usually puzzled by a flag. That had me puzzled.
So we've opened a Ugandan and a Panamanian from Scottish random teams.
I did recognise the Panama flag. I did not recognise the Uganda flag, unfortunately. Sport usually gives you very good flag knowledge, but not on this occasion. Do we need to look him up? He's going to be 50p, isn't he?
I'm not even going to waste my time looking up that guy. All I know is that Elvis dead, and he's right there. Look at him.
There you go, Elvis. I'm going to say that you're 30, 40p, and I've not had a great season. Tier 4 from Champion. Come on,
this is the one with De Gea 0 in. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know him. I think he's quite good, isn't he?
Didn't he used to do Trigger Happy TV?
I think you're going to Dom Jolly there, mate.
It's Dom Jolly. Dom Jolly.
Could be related. I recall him. Oh yeah. So if you look at his scores historically, let me share my screen with you there.
Cooler.
Back when he was at Osdier when they were in the league below, which was last year, I believe, he was a very good scorer, arguably an elite scorer in the division below. I'm not sure how Osdier are doing in French Div 1 this year and whether they're potentially going to get relegated again. I don't know, but has the potential. So could be a valuable tier 4 in the future, potentially.
That is 400s on the timeline. Yeah, I do remember him. Now I think about it as a very good scorer. Is 40p. We are getting towards the end of all these European seasons, though, aren't they? So the in-season utility, exactly. A lot of these are just classic cards already now. So, yeah, I mean, potential for a good scorer. For a tier 4, not going to complain. Tier 3 contender. Here we go. Spin it. Midfielder.
Modric.
Croatian.
Baturina. No. Oh. He's decent. He's a solid scorer. I used to own his rare, actually, back in the day. Sold it. Yeah, he's a solid, scores about 50 to 55 points every game. 45 to 55 points. He's the Jackson Yule of the Dynamo Zagreb.
Miss Jackson Yule. Need him to get back. He's been out too long. He's a 40p-er, obviously. A 40p-er. And yeah, he's a steady Eddie, isn't he? He's a middle of the road guy. Oh, we got 100 right at the back end. Back before the game week numbers reset. Plays a lot of games though. He's a starter. Feels like a very tier 3. Let's see what else we've got. Another tier 3. This is an under 23 tier 3.
Defender. Ooh, South African country.
Bolivian Morales.
Efrain Morales. Okay. Don't know him, but kind of nice to win an MLS card, right?
Don't feel like I know many of the players that are coming up tonight. Paul Jolly, Laborde. Apart from that, striking out.
He's got one good score in the game he played 7 games ago.
Is that a sentence I like to hear?
He's a DMP fest. He scored 81 with 46 AA. And then has DMP'd pretty much every single game since then. He's played for Atlanta for a long time by the looks of it.
Looks like they're the reserve squad rather than...
potentially reserve squad, but is young, obviously. He's only 21, so maybe one for the future.
I don't think that's a tier 3. Come on.
No. I mean, that's a prime example of what I've whinged about before. That's just based on the fact that the MLS cards were going for a premium just when they got released.
He's not a tier 3. He barely plays football. Yeah.
I would say you should complain for a swap, but because we waited like 3 weeks to open our cards, you're not going to be able to now. So
no. All right, tier 2 contender.
Oh, Argentina. That's Lorenzo, I think.
Hernandez looks like some lovely peaks in that score. Come on.
There's a lot of randomers.
Lorenzo. Be good.
Okay. It's worth £1.50-ish.
Oh,
by the looks of it. Obviously, I've got my value set in ETH here, but I think it's about 1100 ETH at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. It's got some decent scores in his last few games, and historically did. Maybe looks like he had a bit of an injury in this period here, so unsure exactly. But you look at that AA there; that is looking tasty.
Tasty in the 40s. You love to see it.
43.35, and and one of them wasn't even with a clean sheet. So it looks like he could be a nice little sneaky player there.
Hasn't had too much game time, but has been on fire in the last month.
Hey, look at these AAs historically before he clearly got an injury back in March last year. I think he's could be okay. Not too bad.
Could be okay. Some recent sales as well, 4 minutes ago. So maybe that's all right. That's interesting. How long's Argentina got left?
I think they've only just started, haven't they? I might be wrong. My knowledge of Argentinian football is not the best.
Tier 1 from the European competition.
Right. Okay. So this could be good. Italy.
Atalanta. Matteo Retegui.
That's not bad. I think he starts for Italy and he's pretty good.
You judge it straight off that 5 little bars you can see at the bottom when you load them up. I think his price is going to be pretty decent.
It's worth around £7.50, I believe.
It looks like the lowest on the market is £9 at the moment.
Okay, and look at these scores. He's decent. Atalanta are a good team.
Lowest on the market, £9. Last sale, £10.30.
He's got some nice peaky scores in there. Always nice to win a striker as well, I think.
There's definitely a striker tax on Sorare, isn't there? There's
doesn't look to have the strongest AA game, but does like a decisive, so that's quite key to being a good at football on Sorare.
5 decisives in the last 4. It's got some. Is he in the Italy squad? Didn't play in that game.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's look at the squad at least.
I think he makes the squad. I'm pretty sure he plays for them when he's fit. I might be wrong. Well, he's played a couple of games there, but okay, not awful. And we know him, so that helps.
Yeah, we'll take that. I think that's kind of a cool, decent pool. All right, that's the rewards. I'm pretty happy with that last one. Paul Jolly's kind of interested in the rest of them. Pretty mid, but we move on. There's always more. It's time for crafting. We all love a bit of crafting, and you know that we can't go crafting until we've had. And I pressed the wrong video. Here comes the right video. Go on then, over to you. Craft.
Over to me. So it's going to be a good one again. I mean, the essence has built up quite a lot, and like I mentioned earlier in the show, 50 limited and 50 rare essence this week. Might be the most rare essence I've ever seen in my little pumping pot. So could be nice. So should I start with the tier 4 rare or the tier 3 limited? Let's go for the tier 3 limited first.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make my screen bigger because it freaks my thing out. So apologies if it was a bit small. That's what she said. Right. Let's look at what I've got first. Here we go. Right. Tier 3 craft. So let's have a look here. 50% chance. And then the essence, only 3% is contender, so that's good. I like that. Premier League and MLS is looking reasonably high. Challenger good, and then the mythical neutral. I think the essence you could win in arena, which obviously won, comes in as neutral. So I never quite know what that means, to be honest. I know it's been explained to us, but I still don't understand it.
Neutral, so it spools your pots, really.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get crafting. Let's get pumping.
Let's get pumping. Down
Another
crafting lane.
Nice. Oh God, it's pumping. Right, reveal the card.
Good luck. 821. That is a high. Another. We are going all over the place for these cards.
Oh, Yakuba
Minte,
Minte.
young, Premier League, about to not be in season.
Yeah, probably not very good in terms of price, but it has just scored on the weekend just gone. I didn't realise he was so young.
It is, well, it was £2.70 cost a day ago. I think its lowest on the market is £2.80. So
okay. Not horrific. I mean, it is if you compare to Sorare 2 years ago, but in terms of Sorare right now, that's all right.
Yeah, it's got a goal at the weekend, obviously. Has been nailing down that starting spot. Got some very good scores this season. 95, 80, lots of decisives in there. It's not a terrible price for...
not terrible. Nice to win someone you actually know straight off the bat. And obviously, when they do the AFCON comp, which I massively prepped for and they didn't do it the last time, I'll have him ready to go, fired up and ready to go for my African team. Okay, let's go on to the rare. So I'm excited about this. I think I've done one tier 4 rare craft before. So yeah, this is, I mean, I'm getting my hopes up here. It's probably going to be really disappointed, but I'm going to open a tier 4. We're going to see how it is. I might do a tier 5 as well. So let's see what essence makes up this essence. Does this mean it'll be 100% challenger then? So that neutral just goes on to what you've got already.
I don't know. It's neutral has like a wide variety of options.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
I still don't know. It got explained to us like 4 times, but I just don't know.
I know. I still don't understand it. Okay, let's just pump it and see what happens.
I figured it out, and then I get things that I don't think I can get. So
yeah,
who knows?
Who knows? All right then, let's pump it out. See what happens. Come on, be something really good. I want to see Dutch. I want to see. This is just talking challenge here. Dutch, Belgium, be nice. Oh,
90 of 100. We're high again. Uruguay. All sorts of flags going on.
Oh my god, I got starting keeper. It's Muslera.
You got Muslera. You got starting goalie.
He's 100 years old, but he's still starting goalkeeper right now. So get in.
What a pull, right? What a pull. That's
got to be good. I mean, he might. Is he still starting for Uruguay? He's 38 years old, bloody old bastard. But
about 26 quid by the looks of it. About 26 quid. That is, well, his lowest on the market is 50 quid, but his last sale was about 26, 28. So
that's in season, and I guess the season's about to end, so I might sell him pretty quickly. Have to research what his contract's saying at the moment, but yeah, very happy with that. Tier 4, Cross, starting goalkeeper. I mean, can't complain about that.
Starting goalie. Some decent scores in there as well.
And he is about to hit 39 as well, so quick, I need to get rid of him. Quick. Yeah. But yeah, good. Obviously plays for one of, if not the best team in Turkey, which helps. Yeah, happy with that. And I think on that bombshell, I'm going to do another craft. Why not? They got it.
Got you, isn't it? The excitement's got you.
Excitement's got me. So we are 100% chance of neutral for this one. So who the fuck knows what this could be? Good luck to me.
Good luck to you. Let's go.
Another starting keeper would be nice, or maybe an Mbappe.
42. We're going a bit lower now. What wild flag we got this time? Scotland. Not quite Scotland. Do you like Scotland? I feel like Scotland gives you a lot of bad options. I got him. I crafted him.
Did you craft him last week?
Yeah, I crafted him last week. Marcus Fraser. He is crap. He plays football, but he doesn't play football well. He's worth, what, less than £1.
Well, I know St. Mirren aren't getting relegated though, so that's something. But yeah, that's frustrating. I should have just ended at Muslera. Why can't I do it?
He does play football. He does play football, just not very well. Starts every game, so maybe if you need to slot someone into a special or a cap or
Nah,
a Mina.
Rick,
I don't know.
you're big enough. He's rubbish. I'm going to do one more craft because I just want to keep the people entertained. You know.
Okay. You just don't want to end on a
Why
Marcus Fraser, do you?
I don't want to end on Marcus Fraser, and also I can see I've got no contender essence here, so I'm happy about that. Okay, I'm going to do a tier 4 limited craft, and then I'll save the rest until next show because I'm an addict and I can't help myself. Right, let's go. Let's end on a good one for me, please.
869.
Ukrainian. Okay. Yarmouk. What are you saying? Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Another Premier League player. Might have some value just because it's Premier League, but probably doesn't. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, he does get game time, but he's a 50p card.
Okay.
He is
well, not great, but hey, who cares? I got a bloody starting rare keeper, so happy days.
He starts quite a lot. And Brentford have been decent. It's just his scores haven't been decent. He hasn't got a green score in sight. He absolutely lives in the dull yellows. So
that's impressively awful, actually.
Impressively awful. Are you out there? You calling it quits?
Yeah, I think I'll stop there. Should have quit 2 crafts ago, but never mind.
One more roll, isn't it? You always got to go back for one more roll. All right, let's load me up. That was a decent starting goalie. Pulled out the bag from a tier 4. So what I'm going to do is also pull out a starting goalie, but from a tier 5. Watch this. Check this out. Actually, let's do the little thing where we click at the top and have a look. And fluff what's going to happen. Contender, MLS, neutral, and a tiny bit of Premier League. So I reckon Pedro Galisi.
Wow, that'll be a touch.
Coming in right now. Here we go.
Imagine.
35 American.
Okay. Forward. Don't mind that.
At the fire. Oh, it's Muller Light. It's Muller Light. I don't think Chris Muller is going to be worth a lot of money. Unfortunately,
you do have just about enough essence to do another craft and rare, though. So I do feel like you probably need to do that, don't you?
Yeah. So he is worth, drum roll, dead air. Yeah, he's worth nothing. Doesn't play football. Like, it's just no one will buy it. He's worth whatever the tiniest amount of money you can bid for a player is. So he's worth nothing. I'm going again.
Yes, we love it. He's going again, baby.
Come on, Em. 34 of 100 from America.
Chris Muller again. Another Chris Muller.
Jackson, the Crew.
Oh, Columbus Crew. Crew are good.
Oh, Derek Jones isn't, though. Derek Jones isn't.
He doesn't play.
He doesn't play football.
No.
Doesn't play football. I'm not going to bring up his chart. No one cares. He's worth nothing. Redeemer. Here it comes.
Hang on, what's it? No, what have you got?
Okay, sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. After Muller and Derek Jones, I got a little bit excited. We are on a tier 3, 4% chance for star. Whoa, buddy. We got a bit of everything in there. What do you like? Wow. No La Liga, but we got a bit of everything else.
Almost a 50% chance of Premier League or MLS, which would be nice.
Premier League and MLS up there. This will be nice. Show me something good.
Come on. End on a good one.
129.
MLS.
Japan. Defender.
Yeah.
Kashiwa Antlers.
They're a good team, at least.
That is a strong neck.
It's a strong neck. I think he's pretty good, actually, that guy. What's his name?
Yeah. Well, that is the question.
Just spell that out to me there, Rick. Sorry.
Yeah. So T.
T.
A T, another T, an upside down U, and an upside down
Telegraph
L.
bowl. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to search antlers. Antlers. I think he's good though, if I'm not mistaken. He's got the highest all-round average for the antlers. His name is Sekigawa, and he is worth £5.
Is he?
Apparently, although that's floor price, so that might be. Is that £5? Yeah, I think he is worth about £5.
£7.
Very good scorer, actually. Like consistent. Like doesn't have necessarily the massive high peaks, but just is a very solid scorer.
He's crept into the 70s and the 80s a bit, but not too much. His lowest special edition is £10 on the market. His lowest in-season card is £6.67. So, you know,
has a bit of value, and obviously these special cards right now have a bit of value. So it might, if you do want to sell, it might be a good time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna finish my segment. I'm not gonna do any more. I want to get back up to that level for the next rewards video. But this is quite nice to look at. These two have done a nice job. That's nice. Starting goalkeeper for you was lovely as well. We've had some success. Some success. I think a better than average set of rewards. Some absolute trash in there as normal. Some massive 50p's, massive 40p's. But overall, we've had some good cards. A bit of money chucked in there as well. A prize from a last rivals box. Overall, not too bad. Not too bad.
So many cards. Was that 7 crafts, 12 card openings, and a card from a rivals box? That's 20 cards.
Perfect round amount for the video. I think some of them are good. They just weren't very focused to my gallery or what I play on, so they're not ideal for me. But not bad. Not bad, right? Is there anything else from you? Any other business before we disappear?
I don't think so. Yeah, just Sorare. You know, I'm going to go and watch Nicholas's Ask Me Anything at some point, probably this evening. See what he's got to say for himself, see what the state of the game's going to be. But yeah, I guess watch the space and maybe we'll do a show about his Ask Me Anything. See what.
Now we're not on holiday. We'll get back to regular business once we stop going to the pub and bank holiday and having to record on like 2-day hangovers. We'll be flying. So nothing else from you, nothing else from me. Pretty decent rewards video. I'll give it about a 6.6 out of 10. Some highs, many lows. But thanks for joining. If you're still here, we appreciate it. If you could like, subscribe, and all that vibe on the way out to help us keep the lights on at STC, it'd be much appreciated. We value all the support we get. Love you guys. But for now, from me, it's Viva Thursday Club. And from him, it's...
Up the toffees.
Up the toffees. Dwight McNeil season's back, baby.
Come on.